Legion Tactical Cutlery.
Hold the line!
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back once again, troops, Legionnaires, and any new recruits. Today I got something pretty awesome. It is one big blade. This is the GTKii GTK32 survival knife in DC53 tool steel. I love this steel. Can't wait to test it out for everybody. Let's get to it. What is everybody carrying today? Well, I figure with such a big blade, you want something a little bit smaller. Well, I'm carrying this SDOK EDC belt knife in DC53 tool steel. Man, what a perfect combination. You don't need an axe, you don't need a saw. These two items will probably do the job for you. What's everybody carrying? Once again, veterans and active military, as always, thank you very much for your service. Enjoy the video. Let's go over quick specs. Once again, this is the GTKii GTK32 survival knife in a drop point configuration. So the overall length is 14.5 inch with a blade length of 8.5 inch. Blade steel DC53, blade hardness 59 to 61 HRC, blade thickness 6 millimeters, blade width 1.8 inch, handle length 6 inch. Handle material is a nylon fiberglass, handle thickness 0.87 inch, knife weight 18.5 ounce, and the weight with the Kydex is 25.2 ounce. Let's take a quick look at this blade. Now, I did a Legion premiere. If you want more detail, go check that out. But this is basically a high saber grind with a nice swedge for penetration. It's got some, jimping designs up here. I want to test out the spine. It's got a very nice sharpening choil that will act as a finger choil. A guard, there's that nylon fiberglass handle. I know a lot of you don't like it, but I'll tell you what, man, it works. Got a bit of a ramp here, some jimping. Full Tang goodness. You can barely fit it in the camera. All right, full Tang goodness. This doesn't have a lanyard hold. You know what? This handle is big enough. I don't think I need the lanyard. Let's get started with this knife. Got myself a nice size log over here. All right, we're gonna chop right in the center, and then we'll take it from there. We're gonna check to see how the secondary bevel is gonna hold up. Let's go. Now, I decided not to put a lanyard on this because I don't think that this knife needs it, man. And so far the handle is pretty comfortable. Blade is doing all the work here, man. I'm just going around making sure that I've got this cutting in the, the same vicinity. I will try and use every part of the blade that I can. So the handle is nice and large. So people with big hands, I think you're going to be happy with this. See the way it's just biting in, you get that right angle. You'll make quick work if you're out there, Nice hard piece of wood here. I've used this before, as you can see, with other knives. I got to go get some more of this stuff, man, and I know exactly where to get it. Ooh, nice cut right there. Trying to use every part of the blade for everybody. We're almost through. Look at that, man. You can see the discoloration in the blade. I'm trying to use it all. This is a great knife, man. I've been wanting to test this knife out for a while, and I know other people have been getting this blade before I received it, the sample, but you know, I'm happy for you guys, man, because now you know what I know about this knife. Well, I know what you knew about this knife, that it's awesome. Quick work, man, quick work. I'm going to save those other two pieces that I just chopped for future knife reviews. I got something pretty substantial here. We're going to try doing some batoning with this blade. Let's see how she holds up with this, man. That'll be good. Damn, it's awkward, you know? You know what? Hell with it. Let's just, you know, it's not going to be perfect out in the field. You're going to do what you need to do out there, right? So, nice hard piece, man. All right, cool. See if I could just finish this off right here. I'm going through some kind of a knot, boy, I'll tell you. That is stuck in there, but good. I'm going to have to wear a glove on this one, just to be on the safe side. Just give me a second. Look at that. That went right through. It still looks good, like I knew it would. It's pretty much destroyed, but again, you could see. All right, you can see that right there. And that'll be good for the video. I mean, for the end of the video. One more. Damn, it won't go through that. Look at that. Let me see if I could reposition this. Whoops. Actually, you know what, man? I'm gonna prove nothing else to you guys, man. That kicks some serious ass. Let's try something different. All right, how about a little cross baton, right? And then we'll make some feather sticks out of this piece of wood. Okay. Ah, my knuckles. Yow. That sucked. Ugh. Whew, that is in there deep. Oh, there goes half of it. So let's finish this up here. Okay, good. Jesus, that was tough. Looks good, looks good. So I haven't done this yet. Let's see. Yeah, it looks good, man. Still sharp. Still sharp from all that abuse. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Let me just pick up those pieces and I'll save this for another test and the end of the video. Now let me just pick up these pieces. So what I wanted to do with these pieces was I wanted to cut the whole thing and then do some vertical batoning. But you know what, man? I don't care if it cut it in half. There's a little bit of that vertical batoning. I want to pick up that other piece because I want to do more. It's a tough blade. This will compete with the best of them out there, man. It's awesome. For the price, you can't go wrong, man. All right. Just trying to make a smaller stick so I can make feather stick. Perfect. Okay. All right. So you kind of get the idea here. And I'm choking up. I'm using that sharpening choil as a finger choil, and you can see that it's taking off the bark. Just making sure I'm recording. Yeah, okay, I'm recording. Jeez, scared me there for a second. So, all right, and you could see the blade has all the markings on there from use. And here you go. Very nice. Let's make a few of these. Yeah, baby. Awesome. All right, you can make a nice big pile. Got my wood falling off my platform over here. If you hear those noises. Okay, if you don't know how to make feather sticks or whatever, and you just want to make these curls, here's another way of doing it. I'm not even seeing. Oh yeah, here we go. Nice. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at those curls, man. Or you could, do it this way. Just wanted to show you a couple of different ways you could do it. I'm sure you experts know out there, because I'm no expert. Okay. I think I got my point across with this. Let's see what else we could do. I'm going to dedicate this little part of the video for the spine. Listen, man, I know that tip can, will kick ass. So I don't have a problem with this tip at all. You know what I mean? So just a small example here for everybody. That's 6 millimeters thick right here, this tip. That ain't going to get damaged anytime soon. But what I do want to test now with everybody is, this spine over here. So just curious. Now it's a big blade, not very efficient. And because it's so big, it's kind of awkward. I would have to put on gloves, but then you've got the handle in the way. But I guess if you get an angle on the piece of wood and you need just a little bit of fluff, it looks like it's doable. It's just going to take a little bit of time. You're probably better off using the blade itself. And it shouldn't damage the blade at all doing this, right? I think you're better off using the blade or a combination of both the spine, and the blade. You're probably better off using a blade. However, good news is that for the price of this knife, man, you've got some courage. Sharpen that up, man. Sharpen that up. I was hoping that this area right here was going to do the job. But again, you just got to find an angle on the wood to do. I mean, all in all, I don't think it's the greatest, but doable, okay? Survival situation, obviously. But, obviously you would make, if you need something nice and thin, fine little curls, you could just make these fine little curls right here, make a ton of them, supplement the fluff, you're good to go. Now let's just try the fat wood here, right? Because fat wood seems to be a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah, good news. That's good news. And this is this little section right here. Okay, I'm going to try the jimping area. Oh, the jimping area is good. And again, it's always finding an angle, at least this is with my experience, finding an angle on the piece of wood, fat wood, etc. But nonetheless, I've done it for everybody. Okay, so we have an example of a little bit of wood, although not efficient. I have an example of fat wood, and of course, if you need to make little fine curls here without wasting too much of the fat wood, hopefully this would light up quick, the thinner. Right? See that? Nice and thin, the curls. So combination of both. Now, last but not least, let's just check out this on a ferro rod. Oh, good news. It's sparking, baby. Nice. Okay, good. Good. I'm real happy. Let's do camp tasks. All right, so I got a few materials for campsite, some more industrial type material over here. Let's just start off with the thin stuff. Okay. Got a nice piece. Very easy, very easy. Let me just put this back here. And then, I mean, a knife like this, you want to chop, you know? Or you could do a little push cut. Or I know this is a little on the small side, but I showed you when I first cut it. All right, good to go here with this small stuff. Perfect. I got a little bit larger paracord. I think this is 1100. Little chopperoni. Okay. See if I can double up. All right. Very, very good. I have some of this material. This is some thin natural rope. All right, if you want to do a little chop, that just flew out somewhere. And then, okay, good to go on that. And I have some industrial stuff here. Well, first, I've got this huge rope over here. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and do this. Just not happening. Okay, we chop it. One more time. Good to go. Let me see now. I'm kind of curious. There's a pain in the butt. Beautiful. And I have that twist tie there. So now I could just pull out individual strands instead. Okay. So I could just do this now. And that obviously worked, as you saw. And then you could do whatever it is that you feel like doing with this, with your knife. And some of this thinner tie. Let me do this, the hell with it. Okay. In the future, I have individual pieces. Great. And this stuff is pretty cool, man. This is plastic, and inside the plastic is twine of some sort. So I got to get more of this stuff, and they got a ton of it all over the floor, so I just got to pick it up. All right, very, very easy to cut. And then, you know, they've got this, they wrap some of the pre-made, prefabricated, you know, roof, some of the wood that's tied up in this stuff. So it's like, it's kind of like real nice thick seatbelt material. So there we go. Had a bug just fly in my ear, man. Let me see if I could double up. Awesome stuff, man. We're done. GTKii, this is absolutely my favorite to this point of testing all their GTKiis. A brutal beast. Hell yeah, I could survive with this. No doubt about it in my mind. Troops, nothing else more to say. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video, pause on the slides, call those phone numbers, surf those websites, read that message from Martin Miller. He's one of your own, and seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, as always, at the ready, hold the line, take care.
Legionnaires!